I think the sad thing about this is, you know, Herschel Walker is woefully underqualified for this job, and the only reason he was chosen and also supported by Trump is because Raphael Warnock, the senator in Georgia, is black.
Hi, everybody. Auntie speaks. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the algorithm quite a bit, helps me get out there to more people. So, what are we going to talk about today? We are going to talk about those lovely ladies on The View and their opinion of Herschel Walker. And also how Republicans are, of course, racist for nominating him. Let's take a look.
Forward with claims against Georgia State Senate candidate Herschel Walker. He's still sticking by his story, and heavy hitters from the GOP are sticking by him. Take a look.
Herschel Walker is a hypocrite, and he is not fit to be a U.S. Senator. Herschel Walker says he is against women having abortions, but he pressured me to have one.
I'm gonna just say right now, you know, guys, I'm done with this foolishness. I've already told people this is a lie, and I'm not gonna entertain to continue to carry a lie alone. And I also want to let you know I didn't kill JFK either.
Okay, so this video is actually about, you know, The View, like I said in the beginning. But I thought I would address this. I'm not a Herschel Walker fan, but that is because I am a football fan and I don't like him. If you like football, then you like your team and you don't like anybody else's players. So just get that out there. But I want to address this. So the ladies of The View go on ad nauseum that Herschel Walker should just admit it and he should just say that he's been saved and move on. Well, the bottom line is Herschel Walker is denying these claims. Now, I don't know the truth. I don't know if they're true or not. I'm always very, very suspicious of any woman who comes out, you know, a month or 2 weeks before an election and says, this candidate did this to me. Okay? They did it to Joe Biden, and I was suspicious of that person. I was a little less suspicious because she had documentation that she actually reported it way back when, and it was shoved under the rug. But I was still suspicious. I was completely suspicious about every single one that came out about Donald Trump before the election. I was suspicious about all the people who came out about Bill Clinton before the election. And the bottom line is this. For a politician, I do not care what you do in your personal life. I don't care. Unless it's illegal, I don't care. And I think that's the way it should be. That's the way it used to be in politics. JFK. Some channel like Discovery Network like did a spoof on all the presidents, and like every single president we could find mistresses or shenanigans, except for I think like 3, and they were all Republican. It was like Reagan and the 2 Bushes. It was like the only people that they couldn't find any dirt on. And I'm sorry, this was before Obama. There's no dirt on Obama either, but they're politicians. I don't care, and he's denying it. So there you go. I'm more concerned with what they say about Herschel Walker, because he is black and that connotation attached to the Republican Party.
What is it about this guy? He changes the entire narrative of the left. We're a party of racists, Sean. Me and you're a racist. The Republican Party's racist. Well, what happens when the Republican Party elects and nominates Herschel Walker, an African-American black Heisman Trophy winner, right? Olympian? It destroys the whole narrative.
Does it, though? Yeah, does it really?
So here's the thing you need to know, Lindsay. Just because we see a black person does not mean that we do monkey see, monkey do.
Whoopi, you're so funny. You're so funny. Yeah. To you guys, everything is less important than race. Either race or sex. And don't tell me that you don't believe that, Whoopi.
And I'm sure that you don't know how insulting that is. But let us just say to you, don't ever say that again, because you look ignorant as hell. Don't do that.
Do we look ignorant as hell for claiming that all you guys care about is race? Well, let's listen to Joe Biden when he was electing his, when he was selecting his vice president.
If I'm elected president and have an opportunity to appoint someone to the courts, I'll appoint the first black woman to the courts. It's required that they have representation now. It's long overdue. Secondly, if I'm elected president, my cabinet, my administration will look like the country. And I commit that I will, in fact, I'll pick a woman to be vice president.
So there you go. There was actually another clip where he said that his vice president would be a woman and black. Which, I don't know about you, but that kind of offends me. If I was in politics and I was chosen to be vice president, I would hope that I'd be chosen because I was the best for the job. Now, that's not always the way it is in politics, Whoopi. It's not. And you imagining that this doesn't happen in politics is disgusting. The Republican Party plays way, way, way less identity politics than you guys do. We're just coming to the game and realizing that half the country thinks race is really important, and we're like, well, I don't know, your color really doesn't have anything to do with who you are. But hey, and Herschel Walker, he was nominated because he is famous. He's like a god down in Georgia. I think, didn't he go to Georgia State or something like that? I don't follow college football. I only follow professional football. But he's like a god down there. He was elected because he was famous, not because he was black.
You know, it doesn't work that way. It may work that way for you because we know what you're doing. Okay, we know what you're up to, but we don't just go get people because they look the right way. We actually have to find the people that can actually do the damn job. That's what we want.
Well, I think that's the sad thing about
I love it. Kamala Harris. Was she the best choice for the job, Whoopi? Yeah? Was she the best choice for the job? I don't like you, Whoopi, but I think you would have been a better choice than Kamala Harris. She is dumber than a box of rocks.
I think the sad thing about this is, you know, Herschel Walker is woefully underqualified for this job. And the only reason he was chosen and also supported by Trump is because Raphael Warnock, the senator in Georgia, is black. And they wanted someone who was black to confront him,
to
oppose him.
We don't know we can't tell each other apart.
Exactly. And I think it's sad that the GOP is using Herschel Walker in that way, and he's letting himself be used, because I really do think he's being used. And I think he probably has...
I think willingly.
We can't tell each other apart. Whoopi, are you saying that all white people are racist and we think you all look the same? Okay. Whatever. And I love this last lady. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I don't watch The View that much. But or ever. But he's underqualified. I mean, really? You think that half the senators and congressmen that are elected are qualified? I.e. Fetterman in Pennsylvania, who can't even string a sentence together. I.e. Joe Biden, who falls asleep during interviews and can't string a sentence together. And yeah, okay, all right, yeah. So I'm gonna wrap this up because yeah, these ladies are crazy, and all they do is go on to talk about how terrible of a person Herschel Walker is. And like I said, Herschel Walker is not my favorite person, but Warnock is crazy. If you look at some of the clips of Warnock before the last election, some of the stuff that he says they're a little crazy. And that's what's happening right now. The Democrats, they're crazy. These are not the Bill Clinton Democrats of old. They're not. And I don't like a lot of the candidates that are running on the Republican ticket. But you know what? That is politics. The only person that you're going to agree with 100% of the time is yourself. So go ahead, people. Just go out there and vote for yourself. Okay? Ronald Reagan had a great phrase. If someone agrees with me 80% of the time, they are my ally. They are not my enemy. And the Republican Party at this point in time is a big tent party. We have lots of different people with lots of different points of views. Lots of different points of views. We have libertarians. We have evangelical Christians. And for each group, they have different people that they think are the most important issues, and different people that they like. But the bottom line is what the ladies on The View here are saying is not true. Herschel Walker was nominated because he was famous. Famous. And maybe that's bad. Maybe that says something about our culture. I think it probably does. But that doesn't make Republicans racist. And to accuse us of using race is like, hello, pot kettle. I mean, jeepers creepers. The Supreme Court nominee had to be a woman in black. The vice president had to be a woman in black. You guys basically filled the cabinet with a bunch of yahoos who filled diversity quotas, i.e. Pete Buttigieg, who took off 2 months for maternity leave, even though I believe he's a male, and he didn't have that baby, and nobody even noticed he was gone. Was he qualified? He was a freaking mayor of Bend, I believe, Indiana, if I remember right, or something like that. Talk about unqualified? Yeah, thanks. So thanks, everybody. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this. We'll see you on the next one.